everyone, thanks for tuning to Sin's Workshop. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today we're going to be reviewing Girls Who Play Dead by Joelle Wellington. This is the third book by this author that I've read, and I liked it. I think The Blonde Dies First, I think it's still my favorite, just because of all the slasher horror movie callbacks. I mean, it's a very much in line with like a Scream movie if Jordan Peele wrote it, and I really do think Jordan Peele, you need to get on that book and put it in production. Phenomenal. I like this one, but I think the whole reason I didn't love it, and once again, huge thank you to the publisher for sending me an ARC. I think the reason I didn't love it is because Kyla is not a very likable character. And when you learn more about Erin, she's also not a likable character. So you have to remember, Erin is dead at the beginning of the novel. The novel opens up with Kyla. She works in the funeral home with her father, and she is helping prepare her dead friend's body. Like, she chooses to. She is like, I'm going to do her makeup because I knew her best and I knew exactly what she would want. So that's how the novel opens, and she swears she's going to find her murderer, right? Because it is clear she was murdered, right? Mickey, her somewhat exchanged brother, comes back in town for the funeral, right? He had his freshman year of high school. He had a really severe anxiety and panic attack that, now he's in therapy, but he lives with his mom in Boston, right? So they're somewhat estranged, but they're still like close siblings. But he notices that there's something wrong with Kyla. She's not grieving in the way she should be grieving. Not to say that there is a right or wrong way to be grieving, because there's not. Everyone grieves at their own pace, but she does make a comment like, I should be in the ground with her. And that's it's an unsettling comment. So he wants to make sure that, because, mental illness, depending on the case, is hereditary. He got his from his mother because she also left town and she's living in Boston, right? And he wants to make sure his sister's okay. She's not okay. Not only does it seem like she might be battling depression, but she starts to turn into Erin. And it's really a facade on her part. You get to see, like, because it's a dual POV novel, it very much is a facade. She's trying to replace Erin in the hopes that she can lure the murderer out, because she really wants to lure the murderer. But here's the thing with Erin and Kyla. They're mean girls. They're bullies. So it makes empathizing and sympathizing with them very, very hard. I didn't like them. I liked Mickey. I think he was a great character. But for those two, Erin and Kyla, I just didn't find them likable. And I'm just like, well, no wonder Kyla was murdered. She's not a nice person. However, her murder did throw me through a loop, because I didn't see that coming at all. Like, that was a plot twist I didn't see coming. And this will be a brief spoiler, but it's not Cook Cosmetics. But there is something fishy with Cook Cosmetics. That scene in Catwoman, the one with Halle Berry. Every time I was reading that, I'm like, there's something wrong with Cook Cosmetics. There's something wrong with Cook Cosmetics. And I was getting Halle Berry Catwoman vibes, from that beauty cream. It's like, yes, but if you keep using it, it turns your skin into diamonds, hard as stone. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Nothing that extreme happens in the book, but there is something wrong with Cook Cosmetics. And it is, in a way, connected to not Kyla's murder, Erin's murder. But not in a way you think. Not in the way that you think. It caught me off guard. I was completely thrown through a loop. It was very unsuspecting to me. I was just like, oh, wow. Wow. So I will say it is a really good mystery if you're looking for a good YA mystery. Dual POV. It does keep you at the edge of your seat. I wasn't turned off by the characterization enough to stop reading, but I just didn't connect to the characters as much. Now, when Kyla is alone and she's with Aaron's brother, like, those are kind of sweet scenes that I feel like we really get to see the real Kyla, because she was not really the bully that was Aaron, but she was a bystander. And when you stay silent, you are as guilty, you know? That's my mentality. When you stay silent, you are as guilty as the person doing the bully, because you're witnessing it and you're not doing anything, and you have the power to stop them. And Kyla very much did. The more you learn about their relationship, she could have stopped Aaron anytime she wanted. She chose not to. She chose to stay on the sidelines and then take up her place as the school bully. So, you know, you really can't empathize with her. But when you learn more about her when she's not around Aaron, you discover that she also doesn't really know herself at all. She doesn't. So those small little moments, you're like, okay, so this is the real Kyla and she's discovering herself. Like, that's good. That's what I liked. But overall, you know, solid 4 stars. I was intrigued. I kind of blew through it. It was a fast read for me. I just wasn't always a fan of the characterization, and that's the only hindrance for me. But regardless, you know, it was a really good book. I enjoyed it. Thank you again, publisher, for sending me a copy of the book. Blonde Eyes First, still my favorite. Highly recommend that one. For sure, dude. For sure. In any case, thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your book loving friends. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.